Hi, welcome to Leaving California with Erica Poindexter and the Poindexter Real Estate Group. Today we are leaving California for Las Vegas, and I've got Christina Chipman, who is a top producer in Las Vegas and the incoming president, is that right, for 2020 Women Council of Realtors. I'm super excited to talk to her. We've been sending referrals to each other for the last few months, and I've really gotten to know her and her business. And I think that it's going to be a really cool conversation. If you have any questions, please comment. I can pop them up on the screen and then Christina can answer them for you. I know Las Vegas is a huge hotspot for my clients to be moving because they still can have easy access to Sacramento via the airport or Southern California. They're not going too far, yet they're getting that different lifestyle and that they're looking for. So Christina, hello. Tell me a little bit about you and your business, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so hello everybody. Again, as Erica mentioned, my name is Christina Chipman. I am an agent here in Las Vegas with Urban Nest Realty, which is a smaller boutique brokerage. I am a single mother of 3 gorgeous daughters, my oldest being 19. I have a 14-year-old and also a 10-year-old girl. And I am a Las Vegas native, born and raised. My parents moved here actually from the California area when they were young teenagers and finished school here and stayed here, where now myself, my family, and I don't even know, a countless amount of family members live. So thank you so much for having me with you today. And a little bit about my career. You did mention I'm actually the current standing president of the 2020 Women's Council of Realtors Las Vegas Network. I was recently elected to a board position with the Las Vegas Realtors Association, so that will take place in 2021, and it is a 2-year term. So as you can see, being involved in the real estate community is a definite passion of mine, more than just selling houses. I also like to participate a lot with home ownership rights. I am a major contributor to RPAC, which is the Realtors Political Action Committee. I am also the current 2020 chair of the Las Vegas Realtors Community Outreach Committee. So I do a lot of work with community involvement and volunteer work within the Las Vegas Valley. And as I mentioned, I'm just happy to be here to give your viewers a little bit of an idea of what about $500,000 will buy them here in Las Vegas, which I think they might find to be pretty surprising in comparison to the prices that you're paying up there in Northern California.
Yep. So our median house price, and I've talked about this on our other episodes, is our median house price in Placer County is about $500,000 right now. And so as I'm traveling and visiting everybody, I'm using that as a metric. I know as people may decide to move to Vegas, they might choose something less expensive, but it's a lot more fun to look at the fun properties than, your standard neighborhoods. So that's what we're doing.
Well, one of the other great things, Erica, is not just in comparison to the property prices here in Las Vegas, which you're going to find are going to be extremely low in comparison again, but our property taxes and our no state income tax is really where you're going to make up that income every year and put more money in your pocket versus what you're spending out. Our taxes are significantly lower. I would say by average, probably 1/3 or less. And then we also don't have that state income tax that California has. So
when
house pricing.
When you see, and I've asked this question to everybody, but when you see Californians moving to Las Vegas, what is driving that? What are they saying is driving that? Is it what I'm seeing the most people I see leave are our tech industry who are now, due to COVID, working from home. And that's kind of what has driven this whole series, is that several of my clients who were in Sacramento, Greater Sacramento Area, commuting to the Bay for work are like, look, we've just gotten authorized to work from home indefinitely. I want to go somewhere else entirely. And so that's what I've seen leave the most, but I'm also curious to know what you've seen.
I would say it's probably not a majority of one thing. It's a mix of a lot of different things. We get a lot of retirement. So a lot of people that are just at that point where, especially due to COVID, they were kind of forced into a little bit of an earlier retirement than expected, but in all the great ways. That, now all of a sudden we're not working, we're not bound to this place anymore. We can get up and we can sell our home here for X amount and reinvest that in another place and give us a lump sum afterwards to help us, get through our retirement years. That seems to be a big one. But I think also, like you said, due to COVID, there's a significant amount of people who were put in a position where they were forced to either be looking for new ideas for work or what they were going to be doing. And this kind of gave them that opportunity, that freedom to say, now this is it. This is our chance. If we're going to make the break and get out of California, to find potentially a more valuable lifestyle that, we can have, that this is it. This is our moment.
Yeah. And like I said, before we started, is I love living here, and I love our easy access to Tahoe. I mean, we got 2 hours to any point in Tahoe, 2 hours to any beach. I can get to Disneyland in 6. Like, it's beautiful. I mean, we live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. And we wanted to talk about how I think people miss that point in Vegas, right? So a lot of people think just the Strip, just the nightlife, but there's a lot more to it than that. And I think that's something you wanted to talk about too.
Yeah. So absolutely. Like I said, I was born and raised in Las Vegas. And one of my biggest memories when I was a kid, because you only know what you know, I would go off to camp in the summer, and other kids would ask me if I lived in hotels on the Strip, which was mind blowing to me, because I'm like, what? No, I don't even know what you're talking about. So the idea is that this is where everybody's at, is on Las Vegas Boulevard, which couldn't be any more incorrect. The city of Las Vegas, actually, we're a valley, and there are multiple municipalities. Other people in California might call them, I don't know, suburbs or towns. But we actually have the city of Las Vegas. We have the city of North Las Vegas, and we also have the city of Henderson. And there's an area, it's a master plan community. It's actually within the city of Las Vegas, called Summerlin. A lot of people are familiar with the name. It seems like when people are coming in from California, Summerlin is a big name that they request, wanting to get more information about. But yeah, born and raised in Las Vegas, I felt like this really, I have no idea plans of ever leaving, honestly. The city of Las Vegas has a little bit of everything to offer. Somebody like me, who's a little bit of an enthusiast and always looking for the next big adventure. Not only do we have the Las Vegas Strip, which I think most people are pretty familiar with what that can offer to you, but within 30 minutes, we have the Lake Mead Recreational Center in Hoover Dam. So it offers all your almost year-round water sports, because the weather here is typically good year-round. We also, within 30 minutes, which tends to be a surprise to people, we have Mount Charleston, which is a mountain lodge area. They have homes up there, beautiful homes. So if your idea is you want to get away and you want to live in the green and you don't like the desert, we have Mount Charleston, which is within a 30-minute drive of Las Vegas. We also have Lee Canyon, which is our ski resort. That's also 30 minutes away, less than 30 minutes away from Las Vegas. So, for somebody who, thinks, again, Las Vegas is just Las Vegas and you're in the middle of a desert and there's tumbleweeds blowing around, that's just really not the case. We have some beautiful areas. We have the Red Rock Recreational Center, which provides numerous amounts of hikes and beautiful scenery. We're less than, I would say, about a 3.5 hour to 4 hour drive to Grand Canyon. We're about a 3.5 hour drive to Long Beach. So a day trip to California isn't not possible. So I think that for me, the area of Las Vegas just offers anything and everything your heart could desire, whatever that is. And we have a huge community of outdoor sports and outdoor living. And like I said, I think the misconception is we live in a desert, it's 120 degrees all year round and nobody goes outside. And that just really isn't the case. We actually get snow here, usually about once a season, which people don't believe.
In town?
Yeah, it's typically a little bit more on the outskirts, like up in the Summerlin, up towards the Mount Charleston and Red Rock area. But yeah, I mean, it gets chilly enough and the snow will fall and we have a snow day and, the kids think it's fun.
Kids always like for a day off.
Right.
I'm echoing and I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not personally a fan of snow. I will go there. I do enjoy snowboarding. So I will go snowboarding for the day and then come back home to my cozy warm bed. I don't prefer to live in it, that's for sure.
I'm not a snow person, so when I go to Tahoe, I like every season of Tahoe except for the winter. So, and if I go in the winter, it's because I want to sit in a rental house in a hot tub with the snow outside of me, but I don't want to actually be in the snow. So let me pull up these properties that we were talking about, and let's start. Let me get them up here. Let's start right here with Cape Cod Landing, and that is I wanted that. Oh man, let's go back. Oh, it's not going to let me go back. Oh well, I'll fix it in a second. So tell me a little bit about this area, this property, and where it's located in relation to what we all know about Vegas.
Okay, so Cape Cod Landing is actually, I strategically picked this property to show to everybody. As I mentioned earlier, one of the master plan communities that tends to get the most hype when people are coming into Vegas, they hear the most about it, is called Summerlin. It's the master plan community of Summerlin. It's actually a huge master plan community filled with, I don't even know how many villages is what they call them, which are little individual pods of communities within the Summerlin area. This is right on the outside edge of the Red Rock Canyons. So you're approximately, like, let's say, for example, if you're an outdoor enthusiast and you like to ride bicycles, this would be a quick ride up the mountain to go up to the Red Rock Canyons. This is only about a 15-minute drive to the Las Vegas Strip, so you're fairly close. Now, what's cool here is you got a single family residence. This property is 3 stories. It does have 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It offers 2,900 square foot. And as you can see, it's been nicely updated on the interior. You got that Sub-Zero fridge, you got that waterfall countertop. It's beautiful inside. And this property, again, mentioned at 2,900 square foot, single family residence, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bed, 2.5 bath, plus a den, plus a loft, plus a 2-car garage. You're getting this property at $545,000. And again, this is location, location, location. This is prime area of Summerlin where people just want to be, and close to lots of shopping. Our downtown Summerlin outdoor shopping mall, lots of restaurants. We got the Red Rock Casino, which is one of the more locals' favorite casinos. It's literally a 2-minute walk probably to the casino. So it just really provides a little bit of everything. It's a gorgeous property. And then what I wanted to say, something that's super important, I mentioned on it earlier, property taxes. This property valued at $545,000 has an annual tax rate of $2,500, Erica. That is extremely low in comparison to what the property taxes you're paying in California are, which is, like I said, not only are you getting homes for great, great, great value, the property taxes and then the no state income taxes where you're really going to multiply that potential of savings each year.
Yeah, we're at about 1% and sometimes more, depending on if there's any additional Mello-Roos or something like that in the community. So that's at least half.
Yeah.
You're at more than half. Well, yeah, more than half, less than half what our taxes look like. So these are more kind of townhomey, right? So they're like close by.
It is a single family residence. They might be considered patio homes. So they do have a little bit smaller of a lot. The lot on this one is about 3,000 square foot, but you don't have any connecting walls. Cool. You're not sharing walls. So you're not a townhome. You're not a condo. You are a single family residence. But yes, the lot sizes can be a little bit smaller in Summerlin. Of course, you can get larger lots, but they come at a premium.
Sure. No, I like the architecture. Like, it's very, very pretty. And I was looking at the stairs. I got to go back to it because I thought the stairs were so cool. I like that's so freaking pretty. And then that was the loft.
Yeah.
And then from the loft, I noticed the view out the back.
Yeah.
So this is
that looks like it's probably the 3rd level, so it could be considered another loft or a den area.
That's the kid zone. Anything like that, that's what I always say is the kid zone, where you put all the kids, get video games and all that stuff, and then they can be away from you.
Yeah,
Okay.
basements would be nice because then you drowned out the noise probably a little bit better, but we don't have a whole lot of those here in Vegas. So we improvise, we build up.
We don't have basements either. And when I talked to our friend in Minnesota, Caton, we talked a lot about basements because pretty much basements are standard. And
Yeah.
something I didn't really think about is because of the weather, they keep a lot of their heating and cooling and stuff systems in the basement, so they're protected from snow and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm learning a lot when I do this, and I'm actually having a ton of fun, like getting to know all kinds of different reasons why things are the way they are. But this is super pretty too. Like even without having a yard, I've got a lot of clients who want situations like this where they can, serve dinner outside or have some kind of like cool space, but they don't want the
Well,
maintenance of a yard. This
yeah,
is super
this is
pretty.
definitely the best of both worlds. So yeah, they've created this beautiful little Zen garden. So, you could just imagine putting this great little table outside, a little chandelier and some lights, and enjoying that outdoor patio without having to worry about, like you said, all the maintenance of a yard. But so you kind of have that, I would say a hybrid life.
Yeah, I like that. So we're going to go into the Las Vegas Strip on Dean Martin Drive.
Yes.
So this was super cool to me, and I'm excited to show it. So this is what you would say is what people imagine living in Las Vegas is like, right?
Yeah, so this is actually in a high-rise tower that runs just parallel of Las Vegas Boulevard. So it's in the Panorama Towers. If you are standing there and you're going to look out these floor-to-ceiling windows and look right out at Las Vegas Boulevard. So if you need another version of that, beautiful lifestyle living of the city, this is definitely a great option, yet could be similar to what people might be used to in the San Francisco or Bay Area. So Panorama Towers, as you can see, you are probably a 5-minute walk to the Las Vegas Boulevard area or the Strip. This video, if you want to stop here, so this is the Panorama Towers right over the LVR 2020. That's right on the side of where Las Vegas Boulevard is. But that other blue building that is you see highlighted, that is our brand new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. So again, as you can see, location is amazing over here. You got the life of the high-rise towers. You got concierge, valets to park your car. You got the amenities within the unit in the building. The doorman, for example, and your gym and your swimming pool and everything you want. And you can see the inside. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So a high-rise condo, 1,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, plus you get a parking space included in this price. And we're priced here at $593,888.
And I think you made a good point. It's something I didn't think about till you said was that client that's leaving San Francisco City. This is a great transition for them. Maybe they don't want single family and they do want the city life, but they want to be outside of they want to be out of San Francisco.
Right.
Some of these photos, this photographer did such a beautiful job. I can't get enough. So this is a common area, I think, or is this the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm guessing I don't think that's inside the unit. I'm thinking that's more of a common area, like maybe the gym or the spa.
Oh yeah, and then they have the spa, the whole spa, all that stuff downstairs.
The lobby.
Oh, that's in the common areas too. That's cool.
Yeah. And then
look at the pool. Wait, I got to go back to the pool. It's so pretty.
Yeah, you got beautiful pools. So, I mean, it really does, like I said, give you a little bit of everything. And look at the inside of this unit. I mean, $600,000. This place is absolutely fantastic. It's gorgeous.
I love the backsplash. I got to go back. Well, first, the photographer, again, like just beautiful job. I mean, obviously, I love the marketing part of real estate. So when I see gorgeous photography, it just is so exciting. Such a nerd. This backsplash, I need to figure this out. This is so pretty. It's like we get so much of this gray subway tile, and this is done so differently, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, pretty.
I also like shiny things, so that
And then we
is
go back
probably.
to the property taxes, and we're at $2,900 a year property taxes on this.
I mean,
So
I know we talked about HOA on here because of the amenities, but even if you take that price reduction in property taxes and add the HOA, I mean, that cost of living is probably pretty like, um, they're probably trading like for like in total costs on that, which is
well,
pretty amazing.
I mean, you made a good point earlier when we were chatting too. I mean, if you think about the amenities, but you think about the things you don't have to pay for. So a Lifetime Fitness membership is $200 a month. Well, now all of a
Right.
sudden, okay, I have a HOA fee for my concierge and my valet guy and and my pool and my gym. You don't have to pay for the gym fees. So I mean, it all kind of works itself out.
And that's because the person that's going to have the lifestyle with the gym, and that we have Lifetime Fitness as well over here, and that's paying for that kind of amenities, they're going to see that as a cost trade-off for sure, because they're already paying something like that. Obviously a family that's not paying for that kind of gym membership probably would not want to buy this house anyway. So it
Exactly.
works out.
It's a
Um,
lifestyle for sure.
and I like it. I want it.
I know, me
I
too. As
want
soon
to
as I
move
get rid
here.
of those kids I told you about.
I know my dang kids, they be running around everywhere, and everyone's like, "Shut them stupid kids up." But I like again, man, the photography, and this is really the view
Good.
from this property,
Mhm.
and they couldn't have highlighted it any better. They really couldn't have. It's so amazing. All right, so we're gonna go to the last one, and this is Artistic Walk Avenue, and this is this the lowest price one? Let's see, what do we have? Nope, it's even to the first one. So we're a little bit further out now at this point, right?
So this is going to be for that buyer who really might have a young family, a growing family. They're looking for a lot of space. They want a little bit more yard. And of course, we talked about how the summers can be a little bit hot here. So I wanted to throw in a house with a pool. So this house is located in what's called the northwest area of the Valley of Las Vegas. It is 3,730 square foot. You have 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a den, a loft, 4-car garage. And as you can see, it's been nicely appointed and updated inside. And we do have that pool in the backyard, which we'll get to. This is $545,000 and annual taxes right at about $3,200 a year.
Dang.
The lot here, that first house we looked at, remember, it just had the beautiful little Zen garden. This is about double the size of the lot. This is about 6,100 square foot on the lot. So you have a decent sized little backyard, and like I said, a pool.
I'll get to the pool. The space is huge, and it's done so well, and it's super pretty. This is similar looking to our suburbs. Rockland, Roseville, would have something similar to this. Some of our communities, very similar style. You're looking at around 700,000.
Yeah. And
And
so
plus the taxes.
yeah. And like I said, this is a quick 20, less than 30 minutes, 20, depending on traffic, drive to the Las Vegas Boulevard, or really anywhere in town. I joke around with people that you can almost get anywhere in Las Vegas in about 30 minutes.
It's a pretty pool. So tell me, if a family was, I'm going to go back to the pool. So if a family from California, and they wanted to come and they wanted this particular property, what are the schools like here?
Okay, so this northwest area is where I live particularly. So you have good schools. Las Vegas only has one school district. It's the Clark County School District. There are schools within the Las Vegas School District, or the Clark County School District, I'm sorry, that have higher ratings and better scores than others. But this is definitely one of the, at the top of the list for the ratings and the testings and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a mix. We have the same. So, but this is super pretty. This pool is amazing. And then it's still kind of low maintenance. There's not a lot of there's no grass. I mean, that's something else. Like, we all have grass, right? And I've noticed as I'm traveling the country that we're the only ones really with lawns. Like, the whole lawn thing is so California, and everybody else has such like low maintenance landscaping on everything. It's insane to me. We're all out here mowing our lawns every Saturday, and everybody else seems to have it right, you know?
Well, one of the things that, we do live in a desert, and that's just the reality. So watering a large, my grandma, when she moved here in the 70s, my grandparents, and they bought a house on a half acre, and the entire front yard and backyard all had grass. And I remember, coming towards the end before we sold their house, the water bill there every month was just outrageous, just trying to keep that grass alive. So you will find that the majority of properties here, they might have small areas of grass, depending, maybe they have pets and they just prefer real grass or even the look of it. But the majority either maintain a desert landscaping or a water smart. So maybe synthetic grass. Synthetic grass is really big here, just because it gives you that green appearance without the constant maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, we're considered not a desert, but desert landscaping, and that is starting to become more popular here too, because we don't have a ton of water either. And so I think moving towards something that's attractive like this without having this whole square of grass, I think I think it's smart for us as well. So anyway, oh, this is cute. I missed that when I was going through like a cool
There's
little
like a
built-in fire pit.
yard. It could probably use some little bit of maintenance on that landscaping, getting it cleaned up. But again, use your vision and set some beautiful chairs out there. Get that fire pit going. Maybe hang some bistro lights back and forth. And I mean, I could just envision this a gorgeous courtyard.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to close us out of those houses. And so if I will, when we get off the live, I can tag you in the description, and then people can reach out and get a hold of you if they're interested in Las Vegas. And I want to really thank you so much for all your time, and I appreciate you taking the time this morning to hang out with me. I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to it. I think if I had to pick out of the three, just because I'm into the busyness, I think I'm taking the penthouse.
All right. Yep. Me too. Like I said, I think all the time, like once my kids are grown and out of the house, right now I have to have a house and I have a pool and, entertainment for the kids. But once they're gone, that's it. No more maintenance. I want to live. I want to have my valet pull up my car for me. So I'm right there with you.
Goals. All right. Well, thank you so much, Christina. And I hope you have a really great day. And let me know if I can do anything for you here in California. We'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Erica, for having me. And if anybody has any questions, reach out. I have no problem answering or just sending you some ideas for price, whatever your price point might be.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
All right. Bye-bye.